let's talk about Jaws Ruin the Prom. Jaws Ruin the Prom, yes, you heard me right, Jaws Ruin the Prom rather than Jaws Ruins the Prom, is a 2021, 2 hours 9 minutes film about, as you can tell from the title, Jaws Ruining the Prom. Written and directed by Sebastian Exel, it's a movie that I can only describe as so bad that it's bad. That's right, it's not so bad that it's good, it's so bad that it's bad. The movie is jammed full of these terrible movie tropes, and I literally have to believe that it's been intentionally crafted to be this horrendous of a movie. So, as many of you know, I've never actually reviewed a movie in all of my channel's history, never done a movie review or anything like that, so this is very new to me. Of course, many of you are probably going to ask me, Kieran, why are you reviewing this movie? Why does this movie have any relevance to you whatsoever? And you see, it's actually quite funny. The other day I was messaged by a friend with, guess what, Jaws Ruin the Prom. No idea where they found it. I guess they found it on Twitter. They told me to look into it. They never even watched the movie. It's quite funny. And I gave it a watching because I thought, how bad could it possibly be? I was very mistaken. And after watching the movie with my friends, instantly regretting it, publicly announcing my hatred for the movie, getting into an argument with Seb himself as he commented my videos, tracked down my Discord, started messaging me, we came to a kind of agreement after a while of arguing. I'm going to re-watch Jaws Ruin the Prom and form entirely new opinions on it that I didn't have before. And while doing so, I'm making this review for you guys to share those new thoughts and opinions. But that's enough of me talking. Let's actually watch the movie and judge it ourselves. Let's watch Jaws Ruin the Prom. So our movie begins with our presumed protagonist sleeping beside a trampoline. Accompanied by shoddy camera work, random zoom outs, and overall just like, what is going on here? Why is this so long? No, seriously, this goes on for like a full minute. Like, actually wait, let me time how long this goes on for. Almost 2 minutes. In comparison, let me give you a bunch of things you could do in 2 minutes that would be infinitely more useful than watching this movie. Brush your teeth. Take out the garbage. Check and respond to your emails. Watch a trailer for a film. Tell your loved ones that you love them. Tidy up your desk. Make yourself a sandwich. Do 10 push-ups. Watch the intro of this video. Meditate. Meet several people. Make a tweet about your day. Make a quick phone call. Order food. Begin reading a book. Watch a music video. Start an argument. Finish an ice cream. Ride a bike. Training that can save someone from a heart attack. Drink a glass
Pretending
of water.
to be a mime.
Do a handstand. Correcting your quotes in daylight savings.
Ride a unicycle.
Browse television. Browse YouTube. Play Tetris. Go insane. Learn to hate self-defense. Get political on Twitter. Learn about eternal life. And that's all the things you could do 2 minutes than wasting your time on the opening sequence of this movie. But that's only the first 2 minutes. In order to get through this, 2 hour, 9 minutes runtime of this film, I'm probably gonna have to just sit by and relax. Our protagonist at last wakes up to realize that he's overslept.
It's 5 AM, I've overslept.
Overslept for what? I don't know. The movie doesn't really elaborate. However, our protagonist has prom in 3 days, and also apparently it's 5 AM.
It's 5 AM, I've overslept.
So how are you oversleeping if it's 5 AM? But after the entire basic plot of the movie is basically, told to us, Even though basic film premise number 1, you know, show, don't tell. Yeah, so the movie's told to us what's gonna happen, you know, prom, yada yada yada. Some really awkward camera pans. For some reason the camera's vertical at this point, and also the cameraman about trips. Eventually, we end up in what I presume is supposed to be a classroom. Oh, my bad. The clips on screen haven't exactly gotten to that point yet because of these long-ass walking scenes. Anyways, we should be about here now. So, William Davies, who, yes, that's the protagonist's name. I did watch this movie before, but I just didn't catch it, which is probably a problem. But in this scene, I caught it. Anyway, so yeah. Our protagonist, Davies, they're doing a history exam in a class, and all the other students are just conveniently off screen. So, you know, the teacher, you know, they say the rules of the class, oh, this and that, the exam stuff. It really goes on for really long, like everything else in this movie. I'm not surprised at this point. But eventually, the examination begins. In retrospect, that was probably the most repetitive sentence that has ever come out of my mouth. Like, just count how many times I said, you know, this movie is breaking me. This is like my first review, and it had to be this movie, which is, I'm sure isn't helping. I'm losing it. Anyways, back onto the movie. I think a big problem with reviewing this movie is that just too much happens, and every part that happens I want to report on because it's so bad. So many bad things happen in such a short amount of time, and I want to tell you all. But if I did do that, we'd be here for like 30 minutes. But regardless, if I had to sum it up, basically, you know, Davies, he does some shenanigans on his teacher. This scene goes on for like more than 10 minutes, I think.
See these nuts hit your forehead.
Alright, class dismissed.
That sound effect wasn't me, and I'd love to add that sound effect. This dude bullied his teacher until the point of crying, and yeah, the scene ends here. It literally transitions into another scene like that with just the camera flopping down. Like, oh my god. Like, I wish that I edited that fucking sound effect. Jesus Christ. Well, despite me already watching this movie, the next scene couldn't possibly get any worse, am I right?
Oh man. I tell you, but that Will dude, hate him so much, seriously.
No! 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 I know that was a really obvious setup, but god damn it, no! So aside from this Legoland looking motherfucker saying sheesh every 5 seconds, we also have this other guy who looks like Chester's dad from the Fairy Odd Parents. It's kind of hard to follow the scene and actually know what's going on, but I think I've cracked it. So I think these guys are like bullies in the school. And they really hate William Davies. They really don't like him. Maybe they're jealous, I don't know, but just listen to this and determine if you think they hate him as well.
I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna kidnap him. Sheesh! We're gonna kidnap him, tie him down, torture him. We'll make him do unspeakable acts. Sheesh! Fake in his face.
Jesus fucking Christ, are these guys school bullies or the next Grand Theft Auto protagonists? No, seriously, I mean, look at this. That's completely unacceptable. This movie should be, like, rated M for just having that.
I really hope Will, my son, is sleeping. He's got a big day coming up on Saturday, the prom. I know he's been looking forward to it a lot. Let me just check and see if he is sleeping. William, are you asleep?
But he wasn't actually asleep. In fact, even worse, he was...
But not before I watched the Dream SMP Funniest Moments 2021.
He was watching the Dream SMP Funniest Moments. But it gets worse, because this scene goes on for way too long. Way too long. No, I'm gonna time it. I'm timing this. This movie has an IMDb page and it wastes 10 minutes of its screen time to fucking dream! And guess how much time in this video has elapsed since you first clicked onto it? 10 minutes! That entire section has been as long as this review up until this point. So after throwing his phone across, oh, guess what? Another 5-minute scene of him sleeping. 5 minutes! How much of this movie is just wasted with these overly long sequences? So in the next scene, which I don't know if it's supposed to be the next day or like a dream sequence, since the last thing we saw was him going into bed and the camera zooming into his head, our protagonist, William Davies, is playing football or something like that. They mentioned Norwich a lot, which is actually kind of funny because Norwich is the team for the city I live, Norwich. I know, great surprise.
My favourite club, Norwich. Such a good club.
But seriously, I don't actually know what's going on at this point. I think, like, he's talking about some football I'm not really interested in sports at all, so I really don't understand what any of this means. But, like, everything else in this movie, it takes up a large portion of the runtime. Oh, what was the joke? That he almost kicked it towards the dog? I don't get it. There's just no joke. Why is that savage? Why is there that, oh, like sound effect? I don't get it. What is the joke? But now you think, hey, this guy must be really hateable. I mean, like, the bullies at his school want to vape in his face. He almost kicked this ball at his dog. But no, he even gets more unlikable as a protagonist. Look at him assaulting a homeless person.
Spare change. I hate homeless people. No spare change. I need to eat. I haven't eaten in 2 days.
Scumbags like you only use money for drugs. If my dad ran the area, all people like you would be gone.
I've been clean for 2 years.
Scum of the earth.
Please.
I hate homeless people.
Money, change, please. My money!
I hate homeless people.
Hang on.
You know, I made the joke earlier about those two bully characters being the next Grand Theft Auto protagonist, but this guy is the next fucking GTA 6 protagonist right here. I mean, holy shit! Randomly assaults a homeless person for no good reason. Like, oh my god, this guy is brutal. I understand why those guys from earlier hate him. I mean, look at that. How is this a likable character? And eventually, after even more random footage that goes on for like another 5 to 10 minutes, I didn't count, I didn't even watch it the second time because I know it's all shit. So if I missed the funniest joke in the movie, excuse me. But eventually, we end up in, I think, a principal's office, I presume. Anyways, gist of the scene, I think that's supposed to be William Davies' dad, that's why he looks identical, and then on the left you have the teacher from earlier. The basic gist is teacher bad, something, pencil sharpenings. I tried listening to the whole thing, but this movie is really not good for attention span.
I'm firing you. And I quit. Ugh. It seems like I have to take matters into my own hands.
No! Don't do this!
Absolutely. Don't make me take matters into my own hands.
A gun! Don't kill me! I quit! I swear!
Hasta la vista.
No, I'm convinced at this point that everyone in this movie is some sort of violent sociopath bent on killing homeless people, teachers, and whoever else, and torture. Why is everyone in this movie so batshit insane? What the fuck is this? What is this? Where's the dialogue? They didn't even get the same guy they just had in the last scene. No, even worse, they got the teacher, the other guy, because this is supposed to be William Davies' dad, but they got the complete opposite guy in the other seat. I don't get this. How hard is it just to be consistent with who plays who? Also, this dialogue makes zero sense. Life is easy being William Davies' dad? I don't know what to do? What do you mean you don't know what to do? You just said your life is easy. What is there to do? Why'd you have to clear your head? This dialogue, who are you talking to? It just doesn't make any sense. But, you know, if you know this movie by now, you'll know it just loves its really long sequences that don't actually add anything to the movie other than its runtime. And I mean, I don't get this. It's just driving. I'm so confused. This goes on for like 4 minutes. I like to think that they were just driving to Tesco's, as we could see up there, and then just decided, oh hey, let's just film for the movie. I don't get this. Like, who decides like 40 minutes in to turn their movie into Russian dashcam videos?
That was a close one. You know, I'm just so awesome, I just didn't die. You know, anyone else would, but yeah, it's fine.
What happened there? No, genuinely, it just switched to car footage to, like, I don't know, William Davies' dad? I don't know, because it's the same guy. He just, like, did the car hit him? I don't understand the narrative they made here. It's not bad that it's... Oh my god, my fucking iPhone alarm. But like I said, it goes straight back to driving, and if you thought 4 minutes of driving was bad, this goes on for 20 minutes. Like, most of the movie are just these long sequences that add nothing. Why? I don't get it. And now I'm just convinced that these characters are even more of sociopaths. I mean, who describes a drive in which you think you've ran someone over, in which I guess that describes what just happens, as a lovely drive? Like, what? You almost killed someone. I'm just disappointed at this point. There's not been a single scene in this movie that has actually been easy to follow, not like 30 minutes long. And I say this because immediately after all of that long driving scene, we get a long interrupted 10-minute scene of them just playing football. William playing football. And I'm sure they like say like all these plot details, yada yada yada, but you know what? I don't have time to fucking sit through this. I don't. And that's terrible because I'm supposed to be the one reviewing the movie, but if I'm not even engaged to stay and watch, you know it's bad.
Ah! Rest! No, wait, don't book it. Oh, God.
Oh, my foot just slipped. I'm so...
It's okay, rest.
Sorry.
It's fine. Oh,
I'm so sorry.
No. It's my fault. I was in the way of your fist.
Yeah.
Nothing says protagonist like violent sociopath bent on ruining everyone's lives. Like this dude, like I don't. He's beat up a homeless guy. Now he's beating up what I think is his friend or something. I don't know. What is this guy's problem? I don't get it. Why? It was just so random. Like, this is not a protagonist trait. This guy's like the antagonist. No wonder those fucking bullies want to kill him if he's just like this. Jesus Christ, he's so unlikable. But alas, the scene finally ends and they just go back into the house. This didn't actually need to be recorded whatsoever, but I mean, I guess it's a nice house tour of the wonderful man who made Jaws ruin the prom. Anyway, so our lovable protagonist goes and reads their favourite book.
I love Ronaldinho. He's my favourite player at Norwich. All of my friends are really inferior to me. I tried out for Norwich Football Club. I hope I get into the first team. Prom is in 1 day.
Okay. Anyways, so our hateable protagonist William Davies probably does the best thing that they do, because they go to sleep, which means they can't assault any more homeless people.
I really hope I'm crowned the prom king. It's been my dream ever since last week. See, I knew I'd get it because, like, I'm better than everyone else. I always give to charity and I'm just really cool. I want to be the prom queen will be. I hope it's not that weird boy from my construction class. What a B word.
And if you thought that he couldn't get any worse, he goes ahead and says the B word. It's after our protagonist just stares around, not saying much, for well over a minute. that it's about time that William Davies goes to the prom.
Okay, time for prom.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there is only 30 minutes left in this entire movie. We've had 0 mention of Jaws, but a million mentions of the prom. So I'm really hoping that we're gonna finally see Jaws ruin the prom.
Get out of my way, construction boy. Man, I really hate Will. He's so bad at football.
Did he just change characters mid-shot?
You know, it's something I've been meaning to tell you.
Okay, it's time to announce the prom king and prom queen, the moment you've all been waiting for all year. So put your votes in this little basket, and then remember, don't vote for yourself. 3, 2, 1, go!
I know who I'll be voting for. Myself, of course. And what about prom queen? I think myself as well. I really do deserve it after all.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, moment of truth. Will William Davies finally become the prom king? And this entire movie is finally reached its climax. Find out now.
Boo! Boo! Leave! Boo!
Alright then, I guess no prom queen, but the prom king is William Davies!
Yes! Woo! Yeah!
Well, somehow, while being the most hated character I have ever seen in all of fiction, they've somehow won the title of prom king. But you know what? William worked really hard for that title, so, I think this is, kind of fair in the end. But wait, no, for some reason he's going swimming before the prom. I don't know why.
Bon voyage. There's a shark on my leg. Help. It was just a dream.
Oh, thank God. I thought for a second this movie would have had the most stupid ending I've ever seen. I mean, we didn't even get to see Jaws, and why would Jaws even be in a swimming pool? Well, I'm really glad it was a dream and not the actual ending.
There wasn't really a shark. That's so scary. Anyway, I should go and enjoy the prom for real now.
The beach.
The beach.
Keep going.
Bon voyage. There's something on my leg. It's a shark. There's a shark on my leg.
That was it! The entire movie! Wading through those long scenes for that! Jaws doesn't even fucking make a visual appearance! The most appearance he makes in this whole movie is the goddamn poster! Oh, it's coming back to me. My brain blocked out this whole movie because it was so bad. No, in fact, I brung this up with the very creator, Seb Excel, and whatever his name is. And what does he say? What does he say? Jaws takes a spiritual appearance! What? I am done reviewing this shitty movie, this terrible movie. I wasted my time. This video took a week to work on. I wasted editing this video. Who the fuck is knocking at my door? Damn it, I'm recording a video. I swear to God, if this is another pipe bomb.
I hate homeless people.
William Davies? I thought you died in the movie. Wait. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kieran Pixels, and today I'm reviewing my favorite movie, Jaws Ruin the Prom. Jaws Ruin the Prom is the best movie I have ever watched, and I encourage you all to watch it in the description right now. Jaws Ruin the Prom is filled with some of the best acting I have ever seen in my life. I don't want to read this, I don't. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been my review for Jaws Ruins the Prom, which overall, I'd give it, a 2 out of 10. This is the first time I'm doing a review in these kind of pixel spreads, so please comment down below if you'd like to see more of these kinds of reviews, or if I should go back to live action, which I've been doing all year. I'm kind of experimenting right now, but yeah, please leave any comments down below. Remember to like the video, subscribe if this is the first one you've seen, you want to see more, or maybe subscribe if you've looked around. And I don't mean anything bad towards the creator. I think Jaws Ruin the Prom was pretty funny for what it was. I know it was meant to be bad, but like, they really went all out on making it as long, boring, and terrible as possible. Anyways, I will see you guys next time.